Hello, I'm Tian Wei, and welcome to Dialogue, coming to you live from Beijing on CCTV News. Apple and Samsung Electronics hurled strong statements at each other in the opening rounds of their Silicon Valley patent trial on Tuesday, kicking off a case that could result in billions of dollars in damages. It has become one of the wide range of lawsuits IT companies brought up against one another over the past few years, particularly with the popularization of smartphones and tablets. Will lawsuits like this really help protect IPR and therefore encourage innovation and new inventions? Or have the courts around the world become a battleground only for the giant businesses as part of their business negotiations? Joining us to answer all of these questions, we have in the studio Luca Lu, Managing Partner with Capital Associates. Welcome. And also we're joined here by Edward Lehman, Managing Director with Lehman, Lee & Xu. That's a law firm, of course, based here in China. Meanwhile, we're also joined in our program by Professor Jin Haijun. He's a law professor with Renmin University. Welcome to the three of you. But before we go to a discussion with all of you, let's take a look at this background report.
This unusually long line signals that a major case is in the works.
Have your IDs ready, that makes it go faster.
Lawyers from tech giant Samsung and Apple slowly make their way to the federal courthouse in San Jose. Both sides seek to gain the upper hand in a $2.5 billion lawsuit, one of the biggest patent infringement trials in history. Apple alleges that Samsung copied smartphone technology from the iPad and iPhone. Samsung says it created its own smartphone and tablet technology and counters that Apple piggybacked off the ideas of companies like Sony and Google.
If Apple wins the case, they manage to slow down Samsung a little bit because Samsung will have to design around the patents. They'll have to take time to do some more R&D on some of their big selling products. If Samsung wins, I think it's kind of neutral to Apple.
Analysts say the trial underscores the legal system's inability to cope with complex patent feuds involving the rapid release of new technology. Critics say the government has issued too many patents, allowing tech companies to clog the courts with frivolous lawsuits.
This becomes a common tactic in cases like these because that's how our patent system has ended up working. But considering the hundreds of millions of dollars that goes into lawyers, I don't see how this really leads to much technology innovation.
Well, a lot of discussion certainly going on in that courtroom. The hearing started on Tuesday, but the most important question is what is likely to be the impact